Good evening. Welcome to tonight's briefing of the Revolution of Reason. I'm Robert L. Blackburn, and I'm an Insurgent General in the Revolution. If you want to know more about the Revolution, go to revolutionofreason.com. People who claim that they can do something like program the human mind in a computer, they develop a serious credibility gap. People who claim they can change an entire world that's never been changed, they develop a credibility problem. Anybody that claims he can be instrumental in doing both forfeits all credibility. That's my starting point. In addition to going up against the strongly held personal beliefs and values of individuals, it's a catch-22. The revolution also has to go up against the very human mind it seeks to explain to people. I explained in previous videos how the human mind operates on an expected value program. It's quite simple. For those that aren't familiar, it's just simply the value of a thing times the probability of occurrence or obtaining or whatever. You see it on poker. The pros always run an expected value on whether they make a bet on that pot or not. The amount of the bet versus how much is in the pot. Business people use expected value every day. Well, we all do. Every decision we make, every act we make, is done on an expected value. The probability times the value. When I get on an airplane, the only reason I get on an airplane is because of its expected value. The value of me getting on that plane, the value of my life is tremendous to me. And it's like I say, priceless. But the probability of that plane crashing and me losing my life is very small, very, very small. Therefore, when I run against a probability, a very small probability against the value of my life, I come up with an expected value that I can then compare to the inconvenience and the extra time or of going some other means. That's simply all expected value is. And we all use expected value when we walk up onto an airplane. I almost set up the steps. It shows my age. So, in addition to going against the beliefs and values of the individuals, now I have to deal with the very thing that I want to explain that we operate on. Because when we run an expected value, the people I talk to, you all out there, when you can see the value of what I'm talking about and say, well, yeah, I guess it'd be good to have a computer model of the human mind. I don't know, but that's all right. But what's the probability of them doing it? 0. So you run the expected value, 0 times, well, we're not sure. You're still going to get 0. It doesn't make a difference what value they put on the computer mind. Same thing with changing the world. Well, what's the value of that? Well, if we all agree that we need to change it to the better, and we've really done a lot of harm to ourselves and are still doing it, then the value would be tremendous to have it changed so we could live peacefully and happily. But what's the probability? Again, 0, goose egg. So when people look at what I'm saying right here tonight, they run an expected value on that. Well, yeah, that'd be nice if a fellow could do that. But what's the probability of him doing so? 0. So what is my information here worth? It's the same. 0 times anything is going to get you a 0. That's what I'm up against. The very expected value I seek to explain will take my explanation as meaningless. Now, why would anybody be interested in anything that has zero value to them? So that doesn't get me off the hook. My job is to convince people, the right people, that there is a chance. It's computerized the human mind in a machine. Yes, there's a chance, and I can show you that chance. Here's how it can be done. I've got to convince the right people to let me just talk to them. I can't do it. This is the computer I have, and you can't do anything like that. I need help, but I need a chance, and what I have to show them is that there's a chance we could do it, and that's my job. Same thing on that's primary. We got to have the computer mind before they're going to convince anybody of anything. So I guess that's the number one thing on my list, is to somehow convince somebody that we can program the mind. But I'm saying we're running up against expected value because most think it can't be done. That's what I'm telling you. I mentioned Marvin Minsky at MIT. That's what he writes about, that you can't program the human mind. Well, it's funny. It's like that 30-year loan to build a bomb shelter back in the early 50s I talked about. How much money is he getting paid and to do something which he writes books about can't be done? I may not have their credentials. I don't have a credibility gap. I have a credentials gap. If I could go to the Wizard of Oz and get me some credentials, then I might not have a problem. I could walk in somebody's door and show them how to program the human mind. I can't do it myself. I need the scientists. I need the people that can run the type of programs. All I can do is help explain to them what they're seeking to program, what it's going to look like, and tell them where the parts go and see what they can do. I can't do it myself. The change the world, I couldn't possibly change the world. But if that human mind gets programmed, you don't even need these explanations I'm giving. I'm no savior. I'm just a regular guy that happened to do a lot of thinking about thought. That's something that most people don't do, and that's why I come up with whatever I'm offering. But I say I do have a credibility gap, and it's up to me to close it. The only way I can close it is to find somebody that'll listen to me, and that's why I make these videos. That somewhere, someplace out there, somebody's going to hear something that makes sense to them, and they're going to say, let's give the man a chance. Let's let him make a fool of himself. Let him come in here and sit in front of our powers. Let him try to explain this to some real mental giants. That's what I'm offering. Fair game. Just need a chance. I see a chance. That's why I've been at this for 30 years. If I could have found out 30 years ago, if somebody had sought to give me a chance to run my program and it didn't work, I'd get out of here. My golf game would have been a lot better. But anyway, that's the talk tonight. Just catch 22, what we're up against. Buffy, let's turn them off.